Hey guys, Jeffrey Kunde here from Jesus Culture. I wanted to show you my brand new pedal board from Goodwood Audio. This build is the third or fourth professional build that I've had done by Goodwood Audio, and they've just done a really great job with this one. This one's really special because it fits in a Pelican Storm case. It's the IM 3100 series of the Pelican cases, and which means it's a really long and really skinny board. So this is only a 2-row board. In a minute I'm going to show an overhead cam straight down on the board so you can see every pedal, all the settings, and I'm going to play through the rig real quick and show you what kind of sounds we came up with, some new stuff, some old stuff, and some cool new features too as well. One great new feature is this the pedal board out. It's a stereo out going to my amps, but underneath this pedal, the micropog, we have the TA link. This is a brand new TA link on the market now, and what it does is it converts a 1/4-inch signal into an XLR signal, so that I can either from the out of this pedal board I can either plug in 1/4-inch cables to go to my amps, or I can plug in XLR cables to go long runs back to a converter box, the other end of the TA link, and that would make it so that I can throw my amps 50 feet away, 100 feet away, however far away I want them to be. It's built into the pedal board right underneath the micropog here in the top right corner. So I'll put up some still frames in this video so you can see real close up what's going on. Again, in this pedal board, compared to last pedal boards, we also have an audition out, so that means in between one of the loops on the Mastermind you have a spot where I can plug in a whole nother pedal board or other pedals if I want to. Basically an in and then a loop back to an out, or an out back to an in, and then I can plug in more pedals into a chain. And then also on this pedal board, what was new was that we added a power out. So not only is there an audition out, but I can also plug in a power cable, like a little 9-volt power cable, and I can use my gig rig generator to power even more pedals. So if I'm going to hook up another pedal, I don't have to bring another power source. I just have to plug it in straight into this power out on this pedal board. Other than that, let's just get straight to it. I'm going to go to the overhead cam and show you all these great new pedals that I have going on. All right, here's our top-down view. You can already see there's been a lot of changes since the last board with some old standbys. So one thing that's different to start off with is that usually over here I would be plugging into a EQ pedal and the compressor would be inside the Mastermind PBC. I'm still using the Mastermind just because it's really great for what I do. It programs all the, so everything's programmable. So I can like hit, you know, I'll hit preset 1 and it pulls up a combination of different effects. Preset 2, it pulls up a combination of different effects. If I go over here into loop mode, then into the like live mode, then that shows me what's programmed inside of number 2. If I, you know, here's number 1, that's what's programmed inside of number 1. So the way to remember it would be blue is showing what pedals are on and off. Green is just showing what preset that I'm on. So preset 1 would be Pog, Timeline, and Big Sky. Preset 2 would be Pog, 1981, Drive, Timeline, and Big Sky. For now, I'm going to go to 1 and I'm going to turn everything off. Now, back over here to the compressor. So before, what we had to do is we had to make sacrifices based on this case size. So this Storm case was my only stipulation with Goodwood. I said, I don't care what has to go, what has to stay. I want it in this case because this case is, for one thing, it's lifetime guarantee. For 2, it's very much a travel size case. It's waterproof, and it's just easy to swap in and out once it breaks, which I know it will break eventually, whether it's next year or 5 years down the road with all the wear and tear that I put cases through. So I wanted a pedal board size that would fit in a Pelican, that could be easily wheelable and maneuverable under 50 pounds. So that was the challenge for Goodwood, and they did it. one of the pedals that had to go was the EQ pedal. So EQ pedal was gone before. It was actually this pedal as my EQ pedal. Now this became my stage 2 drive. So back over to the compressor. This is a new compressor, Bondi Effects 2026. So this is a compressor not for the faint of heart. It's really set up like a very transparent piece of outboard gear, like a traditional compressor. So it's not a traditional guitar compressor where you have like a blend, a sustain, and like a level knob. It's a lot more detailed than that. It has attack, release, input, threshold, and output. So I've done a lot of messing around with it, and I actually really like it, but it can be confusing at first. No, I think the main thing that I try to do is I try to make sure I've got the same amount of gain with or without the pedal on. So I'm playing a Badcat Luca and a Jackson Ampeworks 4.0, by the way, so stereo, and that's no pedals on. And then clicking this on, I want to hear that I have the same amount of breakup in the amps with the pedal on or without the pedal on. But putting it on, I've got a ton more sustain. So you can hear it really grabbing even at that setting. But I'm going to put it back to where I had it before. I think it was about right there. And then the attack, the release, so this is going to be how fast the compressor engages and how fast it releases the signal. All right, and then obviously we have the same tuner that's always on, great little feature. And then over here on the PBC side, the first pedal in my chain would be the Pog with 2 different settings. I can click that, and then all of a sudden I have this setting. So I click it once, I have this setting, click it again, and I have that setting. Nice little feature. That's by Matthews Effects. That's a mod on this Nano Pog. Over here, stage 1 drive, it would be channel 2, the Little Green Wonder. You've seen this before. My classic go-to drive sound. So that's the Little Green Wonder. Then Del Mar, so this used to be my EQ pedal, and I love it because it has this really nice crystal clear top end. So I switched out the Super Bolt, JHS Super Bolt for this Del Mar Overdrive in place for my stage 2. Compared to the Little Green Wonder. Adds some nice top end. Almost does what the Super Bolt does, but gives a little bit more flexibility with the EQ, which I really like. And then this 1981 drive, which is really hot right now, I swapped out for my classic Rat. So I always had a Rat as my stage 3. Now I have 1981, which I'm really enjoying because it's very flexible, but also delivers those high gain Rat tones as well. I keep it higher gain. Let's put a little bit of reverb on, so just so you can hear it in context with something I might do. Okay, on to the fun stuff. So we have, first in the fun section, we have this spatial delivery by Earthquaker Devices. Now, this isn't a pedal I've totally found a use for yet, but what's great about it is that it's the same size as all or most of Earthquaker Devices pedals. So what I knew was, hey, they've got a ton of pedals out there. I don't have the time right now to go check them all out, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to try one at a time. And I'm really into auto filters from other people. I like the way other people make auto filter sounds. So I was thinking, well, why don't I just give it a shot? And it can sound really crazy, but it can also sound kind of cool as like a filter. Even if I wanted to like click on some drive. Super weird, kind of spacey tones. So kind of a fun little thing that I'm still experimenting with. The Milkman, really cool slap bag, which I kind of use like a almost like a reverb. It gives like a really 70s sort of vibe to my solos if I want it. It can be even used as a solo pedal because it's got this boost. You know, so it's almost like the magic button for soloing. Tap-a-whirl. I swapped in the Tap-a-whirl. I used to have this on my pedal board a while ago, and ever since it's been gone, I've just been missing it. So you've seen these on the market. They've been on the market for years. For me, it's loop number 7. And this is like almost my go-to setting with this to get like a nice rate. It's got a ton of cool like wave modes and features on it that I won't get into, but The CE2, all right, this is a great chorus pedal because it just is. It's stereo. If you're listening to this video on headphones, you can really hear how wide my guitar just got all of a sudden by clicking that on. You know, it almost doesn't even sound like I have chorus on it. It sounds like I have a widener on, which is awesome. Turn the depth up though, you get that classic chorus sound. But if I turn depth down, let's see, and rate could be up or down. It just acts like a widener without it. You know, that's even with stereo reverb on. Stereo reverb. Then you put on the chorus. It's like it wasn't even stereo, and now it is stereo. That's the way it sounds. You know, it is stereo with the reverb on, but once I turn on that CE2, it becomes so much more stereo because it does this phasing thing. So like one side is doing something completely different than the other. In fact, if you put both amps in mono, like straight up and down, you'll notice that your signal kind of almost starts to disappear because it starts phasing out when you have this chorus pedal on, because it's so phasey, which is what I love about it. I think it's great. Timeline, Big Sky, the same as always, the same as everybody else's pedal boards. They're stereo in, stereo out. All of that feeds to the upper right corner where it goes stereo out to my amps, either XLR or 1/4 inch, courtesy of that TA link. You can see that link right on this video to go check out their website. Also goodwoodaudio.com for their website. Also check out Pelican Cases, and also check out all of these pedal companies and their website. So that would be Bondi Effects, Earthquaker Devices, Matthews Effects, Electro Harmonics, Matt Professor, 1981, Boss, Tap-A-Whirl by Cusack, JHS, Strymon, and of course the mother, RJM Music, the Mastermind PBC. All right guys, thanks for watching. See you next time.